The beauty of the Anderson connectors, and this is the first time I've used them, so basically you just have this little thing here that you put on, you crimp on, and I think you could do this without a crimp tool for sure, but crimp tool makes it more for sure, but you could definitely do it without it. I generally do not have crimp tools when I'm doing this stuff, but you just crimp it on. It's nice and tight. I'll do the other one. This is for the fan, by the way. Nice thing is you're not trying to marry two wires together. There's plenty of other ways to do this, I'm sure. I have, because I did it differently on the 4x4. So you just push it in, and once it slides in, then you just crimp it down. Crimp it down again. And then you take these plastic connectors, one red, one black. This one is marked positive, so we'll put this one on here. And this slides in, and there's a little notch on the top that catches a metal piece on here, so it'll hold it in. And you can actually get that out too, because I put the first one I did, I put the negative on the red and the positive on the black, not thinking of what I was doing. So I went ahead and I was able to pull this out with a small screwdriver, but they just go in, and you won't be able to see it's too close, but once I get it up in there, it goes ahead and snaps in. So yeah, so looks like it snapped. I don't know if it did, but it snaps in, and then you have a connector. So now what I'll do is I'll create off of this wire that I have, which is 12 gauge wire. It's way bigger than you need for this small of a fan and this number of amps. But anyway, I just got a big spool of it. I will then run it from here into the or down into the fuse box that I showed you for the Anderson connectors. So that's all it is, and then the fan will be up and running. So this is really working out good. And one thing to know is, I don't do everything perfect for sure, but when I do something, especially now that I'm older and I have a little bit more finances, is I try and do it right, and I research it and I look at it. So this Anderson thing is good, but even on our 4x4, I spent a lot of time trying to find the best solution, and not every time was it the best solution, but many times it is. So it's just not hodgepodge. And I'm also looking for that future maintenance, that sometimes I'll pay more for the fact that it's solid, and this is one of those situations I feel that way. But on, like I said, on the 4x4, whoever's buying that or buying this one in the future, just know that I thought through as good as I could that I was going to be doing the maintenance in the future, and when we're on the road, I don't want to be messing with stuff. Stuff happens on every van, every RV, but the less that you have go wrong, the better, the funner it is, of course. So that is my goal. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, so step one done. We have power from the EcoFlow. Hopefully I can get a good picture here. Going into the Anderson connectors on the side. It's for the DC output, 30 amps. So that's set. I still gotta run this wire better. I just have it overhanging right now, but that'll run behind the couch, down in behind, and it'll end up in here, and you can see it already is. So there it is. So it shows normal power right now, and now I'll go ahead and put a power cable in for the River Pro that powers the refrigerator, and get that. The clamp ends, or the clamp ends for the Anderson connectors are awesome, because it feels like it's very secure, and it's not going to pull out or whatever. You don't need to use any electrical tape or anything. So very nice. So now I'll go ahead and do that one, and then I'll do the fan, and just keep going and getting these done. And then ultimately that'll be set up for the dual top to put that electrical in, and also for the toilet. So I kind of need that in there. And also most importantly for the NCAA tournament is the TV, which will come tomorrow. So I'll have that available to plug into that also, and I just have to put the Anderson connectors on that. So anyway, going well. That's what I thought it would with that type of system. It's kind of like always looking for something that's a little easier. Now this wasn't cheap. This that little panel was $75, and you can definitely get cheaper panels. Just a matter of how much work you want to do, how secure you want it to be, and you know what you're willing to pay, I guess. So we will. And so for me, time and effort is worth the price. So all right, moment of truth. Super easy. I ran this in 2-3 minutes. I have these connectors. I'm going to hook together, obviously, the black and black, and the red and red, and I'll adjust the wires in a bit, but I want to show you. All right, so everything's in. Oh, I heard it. So now, turn on, and we have a fan. So obviously these wires are going to be put away. But that easy, and solid connectors, which I totally love. I'm not sure the cost on these. I don't remember what they were. They weren't significant for sure. Might have been really cheap actually, but those are really nice with the crimper. So now we have a max air fan. So that'll make life a little easier. And then if you look under here, which I have not since I put that in there, but I would guess that it, I guess it's the same. Oh, I see. So it'll light up if that fuse is blown, but right now the fuse is not blown, so it just has normal voltage coming out, and that's getting powered by the EcoFlow. So EcoFlow is coming in, DC in, and then the out. So everything's going to be powered by the EcoFlow as far as the DC output, and we're also going to put the TV into that. And I could also always add another one, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 left, and I have one for the toilet that I need. I definitely don't have 5 more. I have one for the TV, so I guess I don't have 4, I don't have 4 more that I need. But that's it, So that's the using the Anderson connectors. And I got the idea basically because the EcoFlow has the Anderson connectors on it, but that was pretty simple. I feel really secure, like those connections are really good, and it was really easy. And like I said, I'll just put, I'll run this through. I actually ran this wire here. I don't know if you can see. I ran a wire here we're keeping this up. So the Mercedes comes with this, or the Sprinter comes with this channel for all the wires. So there's wires running in the back. We're actually gonna keep this up on this time. Before we ran the wires down below, and this time we're going to run them up above for the most part. And so this works good. You just unclip it and you can get access back into the wires and put the wires in. So I ran this one across, if you can see, all the way over here, and then it comes down. I was hoping I can come through this wall here, but there's not really a good way, so whoops, didn't have it. I was hoping I could come through this wall, and it wasn't a really good way. Later today from Amazon, I'm getting a shipment that'll have the end that I need in order to connect into here. In fact, I think I can put Anderson connectors on here because I did an Anderson to XT60. So this is the XT60 here. So that way it'll connect right in here. And then I'll just marry this up nicely, somehow put a cover over this or whatever. But that is what we have for the EcoFlow River Pro being charged. And like I said, I still need to put the vent fan on, and then I have 3 extra because I'm going to need one for the diesel heater too, but I think even 3 extra will be plenty. I could always go and add another one of those fuse boxes, but that's it for the electrical as far as the setup of it, and now it's ready to go. That EcoFlow is so nice. It had the outputs, and I'll just now have that available when I do the diesel heater and the plumbing, because there's a pump on there, and so it's good. All right, we will see you on the next video.